Good morning, this is Hugh, Green Juice Man. This is day 25 of the 92-day juice feast. I haven't done any videos recently, I find them so difficult to do, and when I watch them back I find them quite awful, but I feel that I owe it to everybody else who's posting videos on YouTube to just keep you up to date as well, because I've had so much support, and yeah, I just find it so good looking, watching other people, how they're doing, and their sort of difficult times, their happy times, etc. And I really am grateful to all you guys out there who have posted things, and hence the fact that I must now just take 5 minutes to post one as well. So as I say, this is day 25, so that's already just over a quarter of the way through, and I find that quite scary because I don't want this to finish. I'm putting a lot of focus into this juice feast, and just because where I'm coming from is quite a dark place, and it's being able to have this clarity of what I'm doing for the moment is very helpful, and I've got absolutely no desire to break this early, and because I come from a sort of background of eating disorders, doing a juice feast to me is pretty cool, because it's so organised and so much better than I normally do, where it's just like binge nothing, or whatever. So I am feeling good about staying on this. That's not to say it's not all plain sailing. It's very difficult sometimes. I do get a sudden, out of the blue craving for things which are undescribably bad, but I realise it is only a feeling and it will pass, and that's also due to watching the videos on YouTube, because people have been through bad times, and then they share what they've been through, and they also say they go through it, and I know that when I'm having one of these cravings I will go through it. So I don't have a great deal really to report on. I'm still struggling to do as many juices as I should a day, and I think that's partly to do with I can't be bothered with all the mess and everything that goes with that, and I'm juicing each juice, I'm doing each juice as I require it, rather than making juice ahead. And I had a bit of a disaster with my juicers, because I've got one of the little Matstone 6-in-1 single auger juicers, and which I've been using for the last year probably, when I have done my little bits of juicing here and there, and it's a good juicer, but it's very slow, and to make sort of like a quart of juice will take quite a long time. And I decided before I started this that I would bite the bullet and I'd buy myself a new juicer. And after looking again at YouTube and other websites, I can't say the word. Oh no, not another word. I can't. Like a space spirulina now, but I can't say this next one, which is actually I couldn't say spirulina then. Oh, I just said spirulina. Great. But the Horum slow juicer, the Horum slow juicer. Yeah, that's what I bought, and I bought it in the UK, and it was quite expensive, and I was excited for it to arrive, and it got here just before I was due to start the juice feast, and I hated it, absolutely hated it. It was causing me loads of grief. The juice coming out was pulpy, and it got blocks, and it was a nightmare. It was difficult to clean because of all this pulp and fibre was going out through this little hole and getting blocked, and this was not what I was hearing from everybody else. So I contacted the supplier, and said that I really didn't want it, and I wanted to send it back. And they told me that there was an issue with the screens. It was a factory issue, and bear with them, and they would send me a new screen as soon as they came in, and they're winging their way over from the Chinese factory right now. But it's now, it's, you know, more than 3 weeks into it, and I'm having to make do with a matte stone, which is quite hard work. So, and also I broke the auger in the matte stone the other day, very stupidly pushing a spoon, a plastic spoon in to clear some lovely green leaves which had compacted in the top, and I thought I'd just try and push these through without getting the tip of the spoon in there, and the next moment, crunch, crack, bang, the screen broken, the auger with a great big lump off it. Luckily the supplier I used for that very quickly got me a spare auger in the post with some new screens, so I was never really down on duty because I could use it. It was broken, but it wasn't ideal. And I put all my juice through a nut milk bag. Yeah, a nut milk bag. So yeah, juicing, not enough juicing is difficult. Now the other thing, which I shouldn't really talk about, or should I? Yeah, I suppose it doesn't matter, is weight. No, don't you weight, but my weight, you know, as in heaviness, fat, whatever you like. Much as I say I'm not really too bothered about the weight loss, I think I am, and that's part of being a compulsive eater. And I weigh myself every morning at the same time. You know, I do it every morning with exactly the same amount of clothes on, which is 0 actually. But I might wear my glasses because otherwise I can't read the scale. And the weight loss has been much less or much slower than I thought, which tells me that I'm getting a lot of nutrition from the juices I am having, but it's also rather frustrating. I am exercising most days. I will do my hour and a half, or hour to hour and a half, which is about 15 to 20 miles of cycling, which I try and do quite hard. The weather's been absolutely perfect here in Cornwall in the UK for the last few weeks. It's been very cold but dry and excellent, you know, lovely. I love it. But for some reason my weight is like not going quite as well as I thought, and you know, I've even had days where it's showing like a pound up and then it will drop back down. I've got like 3 days in a row no movement, and I find that really difficult to deal with, although in actual fact I've probably lost, since starting this, I've probably lost sort of nearly 20 pounds, which is not too bad. But I just, you know, I was reading things and I thought, well, I'm going to lose 30 pounds a month easily because I'm going to exercise, and I've been being bad to my body before, and that hasn't happened, which is a little bit frustrating, but I'm glad it didn't happen, because if I do lose 30 pounds a month, I'm going to be totally underweight by the time this finishes. So I'm sure that it's going to go in its own speed. Anyhow, I'll talk to you again soon, but I would just like to say to anybody that's, you know, considering maybe breaking the feast a little bit early for whatever reason, just hang on in there, because you know, it's only feelings you're having. It might be a bad day or two, but you will get through it, and it's well worth, you know, doing it for longer. I know for me that, you know, I need to do this for a longer period of time. I've been so sort of badly, I've just been so bad to myself and so horrible to myself for so long that I need this period of time to really do a thorough detox. But anyway, I love you all for watching, and hope that you're doing well, and I'll try and I will post another video in some days. I don't know how soon, but anyway, let the juice keep flowing. Bye.